Hello and welcome to Hornbill TV's Prime at 9. I'm Naomi Kigon. Now the news in details. The Naga People's Front has nominated party working president Tenucho Tunye as its candidates for the ensuing biennial election to the Rajya Sabha, which is scheduled to take place on March 31. We are happy to inform you that Mr. Tenucho Tunye, one of our working president, have come forward to stand as NPF candidate for the state election if no candidate come forward from our legislature group, wrote NPF President Shurozele Lezetsu to UETA Chairman T.R. Ziliang. Lezetsu stated that Tunye's candidature has nominated by the MLAs. He requested Ziliang to take up the matter and entrust the required number of MLAs to sign the nomination paper on March 21 to enable the party nominee to file his nomination. The last date of filing nomination is March 21. The 11th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly commenced at the NLA Secretariat in Kohima with Governor of Nagaland and Assam, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, addressing the August House. Obituary reference to the passing away of Dr. Kaketo Jumomi, former MLA, in February was made by the Speaker NLA Sharingen Lungkumar. Addressing the members of the House, Governor Mukhi said Governor Mukhi said he was elated to address the August House, where the members had come together to form an opposition-less government, the United Democratic Alliance government, to pursue an early solution to the Naga political issue. Highlighting on the Naga political issue, he said the government, as always, has been making every endeavor as a facilitator so that all the negotiating parties are able to appreciate each other's position and arrive at a solution which is honorable, acceptable and inclusive. He said that the general law and order situation in the state has remained by and large peaceful. On voting incident, he told the House that the special investigation team worked at a good pace and had completed its investigation. The Army has also constituted a court of inquiry in the matter, and it is also expected to complete its inquiry soon, Governor said.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, on the occasion of the 11th session of the 13th Nagaland Assembly, I extend warm greetings to everyone. I feel exceedingly happy and privileged to address this August House, which has been positively deliberating on all the matters of public interest and reflecting the collective wish of the people in its deliberations. I am also elated in a special way in addressing this House, where the members have come together to form an oppositionless government, the United Democratic Alliance government, to pursue for early solution to the Naga political issue, presenting to us one of the most beautiful illustrations of everyone putting interest and welfare of the people and state above anything else. I congratulate every member for the same.
On COVID-19 situation, the governor said that the government, besides taking several preventive measures and curbs to curtail the spread of the virus, also took all possible steps to ramp up the health infrastructure to save lives. He also said that the state government is also taking steps to resolve the issues with regard to oil and petroleum exploration. On the issue of elections for the urban local bodies in the state, the governor said that it has been resolved in the consultative meeting held on March 9 to conduct the elections as per the 74th Amendment Act of the Constitution. He stressed on the need to have duly elected bodies for governing towns and cities, crucial for public ownership of developmental decisions and sustainable improvement of civic amenities to the rapidly growing urban centers, he said. The governor further highlighted various achievements made in various sectors in the state.
As I speak today, I am happy and the efforts being constantly made by the government to improve people's lives by providing better public services, development and more opportunities for livelihood. I also bear and echo this voice of the people of the state for an early settlement of Naga political issue, which continues to take center stage in our minds and hearts. We are aware of the significant positive developments that have been placed in the past few years. My government, as always, has been making every endeavor as a facilitator so that all the negotiating parties are able to appreciate each other's position and arrive at a solution which is honorable, acceptable and inclusive. Recently on 9th March 2022, one of its kind consultative meeting has been also held on Naga peace process, which had a participation from all the tribal bodies, civic society organizations, faith-based organizations, women organizations, students' bodies, prominent personalities of the state along with the political parties and all the members of the House. A resolution was adopted in the meeting reiterating the Naga people's yearning for an early political solution.
Nagaland Legislative Assembly today became a paperless assembly by introducing the National eVita application program. Announcing this on the first day of the 11th session of the 13th NLA here today, NLA Speaker Sharingen Lungkumar said, Nagaland Legislative Assembly is the first in the country to have reached this important milestone of operationalizing the NEVA system. In today's session, a tablet which is a national eVita application were placed on the tables of the 60 members of the Assembly. This is the medium through which the application will be used in the Assembly in pursuit of making the Assembly paperless, the Speaker said. Similar systems outside the framework of the NEVA have been in operation in the state of Himachal Pradesh and similar efforts have been made by other state assemblies, he said.
Project was taken up by the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs a few years back, but we got the financial sanction only last year. Only towards the last quarter of last year, we engaged an implementing agency to help us operationalize it. So in less than 6 months' time, we have operationalized it. And we are told by our Honorable Speaker mentioned that Nagaland Assembly is the first to operationalize it. And so to that extent, the whole of Nagaland should be proud of this achievement.
At the same time, we are also in appreciation of the efforts, meticulous work done by SBL company, who is the leading company that is implementing this NEVA in the Nagaland State Assembly. So we give our congratulations to the team also, to the SBL and their team, and hope that the completion of the final full operationalization of NEVA will happen in a few months' time.
The Speaker told the House that the NEVA system has been a continuous effort initiated during the time of former Speaker Dr. Chodisu Sazo. NEVA is a project funded by the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, Government of India, with 10% state share extended by the Chief Minister, updates stated. The Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs has expressed gratitude to the State Assembly of Nagaland for being the first in the country to make it operational. Nagaland Chief Minister Nifirios has stated that there were more than 10 applicants from the party Janata Party for nomination to the Rajya Sabha seat, but the BJP Mahila Morcha's president was selected. Talking to media persons after the assembly session today, Rio said that the party felt the Mahila president was the right person for the Rajya Sabha seat. On being asked about the nomination being based on the BJP Mahila president being from Oting village, the Chief Minister stated that there was no point of such a consideration and that it was nothing to do with the Oting issue.
She's the right person. Women in the first place, which just the other day we had agreed to have women representation in the ULP, and now this Rajya Sabha selecting women, ladies.
Independent MLA T. Yangseo Sangdam has been elected unopposed as Deputy Speaker of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. NLA Speaker Sharingen Nungumar announced this today during the 11th session of the 13th NLA here in Kohima. Yangseo's candidature was proposed by MLA KT Sukalu and seconded by MLA H. Haying. Yangseo won 60 Bungro Kifri Assembly constituency by election in 2020. Talking to HornbillTV, Yangseo said, "As a young leader, I will work diligently and in decency in decorum of this assembly." On his new assignment, he assured to work diligently. On being asked if he have any chance of joining other parties since he is from Independent, he said he has already given his support to NDPP under the leadership of Chief Minister.
With the support and with the assistance from my seniors and asked our senior leaders and all the senior party members, they assured me, so with their support, I will work diligently. Even my party workers from the grassroots level, morally they have really soaring high. So with the induction of this Deputy Speaker, my position will be stable and strong in the grassroots level.
Also speaking to HornbillTV, Geology and Mining and Soil and Water Conservation Minister V. Gashiho Sangdam congratulated Yangseo. This time, giving the Deputy Speaker to Yangseo of Sangdam tribe is a big privilege, he said, and thanked the leader of House and NPF Legislature Party leader and all other for giving him unopposed to be the Deputy Speaker. Yangseo is a young and will prove to be a dynamic leader, Gashiho added.
This time giving Deputy Speaker to the Yangseo Sangdam from my tribe, it is a very good privilege. We actually thank our leader of the House as well as leader of this NPF and all our colleagues for giving him unopposed to be the Deputy Speaker. So since he's a young legislature, I think it's a very good start for him, and he will improve in the future. With this start, I think it will be very good for his future career. So I wish him the best. He's from the Kipri village, where Kipri headquarters town is there. So he have got a lot of influential things, how to go about with the district headquarters, or how to develop the district. I think he have a good knowledge about it. It's very good for him, getting the chance.
Nagaland is not only known for its rich culture and traditions, but also its superlative skills in the craft. Many people are earning their living through craft making. However, due to lack of crafts machineries and support, many craftsmen are struggling to make a living out of it. To know about handicraft profession in the state, HornbillTV interviewed the recipient of Governor's Award, Master Craftsman Velasuzo Shijo, who is also the chairman of Crafts and Development Society Craft Showroom, Nagaland. Shijo is from Dezipe, one of the first handicraft villages of Nagaland. Let's have a look at the detailed report.
আমি handicraft काम करत होले 23 years हो जाए हिटिया
तो आमी खन जानु पर वो अपनी लाई तो 20 years त अपनी किने का benefits खन पाइसिना भन्ने अपनी तो
benefit आमा खन पाइकिने थकिसे
details ते जानु पर वो किने का benefits खन पाइ अपनी खन registered कुरिसे होले
आमा खन register भी कुरिसे येते benefit तो माने आमा खन भी येते craftsman तो होले आमा खन 200 ऊपर हो जाए येते और आमी इतो खन भी sob moi logote shikai gine ulala kumba to alak unit bi ase hole bi center to hole yete hi bishi dangor ase to alak choto unit ula khambe ame logote ula laga ase aro amakhan yete artisan to 250 uporte thakise etia aro ta khambi etia bishi mongkhushi pagene itu handicraft para amakhan family chalawa para a bosi te bi itu hi sobse itu hi kurigena amakhan etia top ta hi ase
handicraft artisans kan handicraft tele manu ekjon na livelihood na itu sustain group are niki tai itu handicraft kam kurina tala family kan sabole noil tala ghor cholabole pare
yes sir itu mon digine kam na kole itu to ku kam na hobo kindu mon digine kam korise kole handicraft hole bi family cholabo paribo ami itia kam kora to hole dusra kam na hoy khetite bi dam samne olop to ahi jai kindu hudai sal to ame khan to hetu handicraft laga to ami a dimbi rest na kurgine sal itia 23 years ahi ase
ami khan ite apni DZP busti bhitor ase hoili bi apni ami khan dikse apni ghor lage te ekta showroom nishna banai kina ase to kinega ite bi kinega apni customers khan punji jai niki
itu showroom to ase yole bi showroom khan do yeta hatu hole joga punchile tate to manola private laga ase joga punchise gole 10 taka 20 taka kom hole bi yete punchi jai itu gone tate showroom dole iman sell no hoy kindu yete center ase yete to tate punchile sob manu yete aru punchi jai
apni laga unit ti te ki students khan kiman nisna sir
iti ami regular yete kam kora to any 25 to 30 itu majote hoda dinase aru itu majote trainings khando itu mila shekule amakhando moina te 30 40 ta amakhando hoda itu to kam kor thake
apni la handicraft tile apni kila bishi banai thake saman khan
yete naga laga amakhan ki use kore naga plate itu kishin bisha se itu to amakhan kiniga for further khan use kurgina hi ase itu hi amakhan bishi itu kurgina hi ase
ite ami khan olop janu parbu ni detail de government side pra ekdam modot tuli kinega pai apni khan
government side le modot dia to amakhan 2010 handloom handicraft kana amakhan ke common workshop bana dise tai tadbrahi amakhan sob mandu tate kam kurgine etia top ta hi ase holibi dusra laga to hole kubole monnai holibi 2000 modot to hole komti ase 2000 te hi amakhan ke modot dia hi ase
ite ami khan ite apni la unit te kinega students khan bi ahini ki
student khan bi ahi aru school khan bi ahi kene yete bi training loy aru ki kuribo lage gune yete bi pisha ahi thake hodai ahi thake
apni government side te ekta modot lage eniga modot paile bhal gole tu modot tu ki mangu munje
itu amakhan do modot tu pabole mon ase holibi amakhan gorde kam na kurgine office kheta to khush na pai itu holibi amakhan etia sai ase machine bishi komjor ase itu gone machine bi lagi jai aru yete trainings khan do hole amakhan rest kuribole jaga bi nai itu pra manokhan ahi kine training kurglobo samde apos manu nijor gorde jebo itu gone etia amakhan lagi ase yate government to parishe kule amakhan yete rest kuribole jaga bi aru manu yete trainings ka student khan bi ahatam te rest kuribole bi jaga to amakhan lagi ase aru machine to amakhan age to kinika chole kine ase itu hi ase aru itu pra machine bi bishi lagi ase etia
apni ite dusra handicraft artisans khan ke kiba apni message dibo munjabo
Itia ami kam handicraft la to pole to ini ka babna bi nai holibi itia to itia student khambe la khapara manu bi bishi hoy ase itu gone amakhan to training digine ta kham pra bi sob manu itia government job pabole নহয় itu karone itu khambi kuri kine pet pali bole ami pola to hole nijer business laga bi bhabna ho jay hole bi itia to any 5-6 years to ami bacha khan ke hekabo lage ta khambi ami laga ami muri jale bi ami laga bodle loi kine kam kor thakibo lage ajikali itu bhabna ho kine itia manu khan ke hekai ase
ami khan ete master craftsman villas is tailo te ami kan janise itu handicraft opportunity bisi kotha aru tai ko anisna handicraft toile फालप्रा मोन्दिकिन कुरिले त फ्यामिली भी छौ परे अरु सब चलाउ परे होइन अरु तैला इता प्रॉब्लम्स खान किने जैसी जयसे तै इतु भी अलप शेयर गुर्छ हामी खान त सब जनिसे इतु रिपोर्ट पिला हामी खान डिजेपी विलेज प्रलो यसे अरु मोलो त इतिया क्यामेरा तेसे जोय वाच my reporter Jeevan Rai for HornbillTV.
Days after Bhagwant Mann was sworn in as the new Chief Minister of Punjab, 10 MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party took oath as ministers in Punjab Cabinet at Raj Bhavan in Chandigarh on March 19. There are various issues of drug addiction, unemployment that are yet to be solved, and we will have to work on all these issues, said Dr. Vijay Singla. Another Punjab minister, Braham Shankar Jimba, said, "We will work for improvement. We have got this decrepit Punjab and it will take some time, but a change will surely come."
पंजाब की एक बड़ी जिम्मेवारी मिल रही है और रल मिल के ये जिम्मेवारी निभाएंगे, पंजाब को मुड़ लीहों पे लेकर आएंगे और रंगला हरिया भरिया पंजाब बनाएंगे।
आपने जिम्मेवारी की बात की है, प्राथमिकता क्या रहेगी? खासकर बड़ी उम्मीदें अगर पंजाब की बात करें,
हेल्थ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, एजुकेशन है, भ्रष्टाचार है, नशे हैं, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है, ऐसा कोई मुद्दा ही नहीं है जो पंजाब में हल किया हो। सो सभी मुद्दों पे काम करना पड़ेगा।
अपोजिशन को क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
नहीं, अपोजिशन का साथ चाहिए। अगर पंजाब में हम प्रोग्रेस करना है तो सभी लोगों का साथ चाहिए।
पंजाब में बहुत सारी हैं। पंजाब में आप किस बात की बात करें? अगर हम सरकारी हेल्थ सेवाओं की बात करें, बिल्कुल जीरो थी। लोग लुट रहे थे इलाज के नाम पे। अरविंद जी ने लुधियाना में इस चीज़ की गारंटी दी थी लोगों को, और पंजाब को बेहतर बनाने के लिए, हर एक आदमी को इलाज मुहैया कराने के लिए, हेल्थ गारंटी के लिए बहुत बड़ा काम करने जा रहे हैं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Bharatiya Janata Party National President JP Nadda are among the list of invitees scheduled to attend the oath-taking ceremony of Yogi Adityanath as Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. According to sources, Yogi Adityanath, who led his party to a thumping victory in Uttar Pradesh, is likely to take oath as Chief Minister of the state for the second tenure on March 25. Other union ministers and the leadership of BJP and Rashtriya Swamsevak Sangh, other union cabinet ministers and chief ministers of BJP ruled states are also among the invitees. Union Home Minister Amit Shah attended Central Reserve Police Force's 83rd Raising Day Parade in Jammu today. This is the first time that CRPF is celebrating its Raising Day outside the national capital. This is the second visit of Shah to Jammu in the last 5 months. Earlier, he had visited Jammu and Kashmir for 5 days, and while addressing the gathering at the Raising Day celebrations, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that the government has taken a decision in which the Raising Day Parade will now be celebrated all over the country and not only in the national capital.
CRPF अपनी 83वीं वर्षगांठ मना रहा है। इस अवसर पर देश भर में देश की सुरक्षा और आंतरिक सलामती का काम करते हुए फैले हुए लाखों सीआरपीएफ के सभी जवानों को मैं हृदय से बधाई भी देता हूं और बहुत शुभकामनाएं भी देता हूं। मित्रों, भारत सरकार ने एक निर्णय अभी किया है कि सभी सीआरपीएफ उसका वार्षिक परेड देश के अलग अलग हिस्सों में मनाया जाएगा। इसके पीछे उद्देश्य यह है कि देश की सुरक्षा, सीमाओं की सुरक्षा और आंतरिक सुरक्षा में लगे हुए सभी सीआरपीएफ संगठन अलग अलग हिस्सों में जाकर देश की जनता से।
During his address, Union Home Minister Amit Shah also remembered the 2,340 soldiers of the CRPF that were slain while trying to engage with the enemy and paid respect to their sacrifices. Amit Shah also thanked the parents, wife, brothers of the slain soldiers and assured them that the country will forever remember them for their gallantry service.
मित्रों, आज सीआरपीएफ के स्थापना दिन पर 2340 सीआरपीएफ के जो बलिदानियों ने बलिदान दिया है, स्थापना से लेकर आज तक।
On the contributions of the CRPF to bring stability and security in the country, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that the northeast, Jammu and Kashmir and Maoist affected areas in the country will experience lasting peace in the coming years. Praising the role of the Central Reserve Police Force in maintaining internal security and ensuring free and fair elections, Shah said during the 83rd CRPF Day in Parade in Jammu that he is hopeful that in the coming years the CRPF won't be required in these areas. That's all for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.